What's up, Kylo? What's up, buddy? Well, I told you guys about how I wound up getting a Hamish. So I guess it's Kylo's turn. Well, when Hamish was about 4 years old, he had spent one summer escaping often. He'd stand over there with that 4.5 foot fence and he'd clear from a dead standstill. So he was motivated to get out. And I'd, wake up in the morning and I'd either have to go find him and chase him down, or my neighbor would call me and say, hey, your cow's over here in my yard eating my rose bushes, or something like that. I think Hamish ate 3 sets of rose bushes and busted 2 water lines. They weren't, regular water lines, but, they were like drain tiles or something. Anyway, so after about the 3rd time in the same week, I decided, well, he obviously needs a buddy, something to keep him occupied at least. Somebody to move to, whatever. So I started looking around for another one. And there was a guy in one of the Facebook groups. And this is, back when you could actually sell animals and, people were advertising them. Well, this guy was selling a bunch of Highlands that he had because he was going to pack his family up and move to Tennessee. They had some family land out there. And they were going to take some of the Highlands with them, but they weren't going to take all of them. So they were selling a bunch off. And nobody had wanted Kylo because he had been born a runt. This is back in the day before miniature Highlands were really the rage like you see today. So all the guys that he was selling his cow to were beef producers. So he was getting ready to take Kylo and turn him into, as he put it, tiny little T-bones. So I figured, why not? Hey, buddy. So I made him an offer, and obviously he took it. Went over and picked him up, and he was small. God, he was small. Me and my buddy were actually able to lift him up off the ground and put him in the trailer instead of making him walk up a ramp. He wasn't a whole lot bigger than my German Shepherd. He was probably only about 175 pounds, maybe. He was a small cow. And it was surprisingly so because he was 4 years old at the time. A 4-year-old Highland, he should have weighed 800-900 pounds. But like I said, he had been born a runt. When you get a cow that is born as a runt, for whatever reason, as long as they're in the environment that they are, they're probably not going to get a whole lot bigger. But once you take them out of the environment, you know, where they're not being pushed off the hay and pushed off the feed and things like that, then, you know, their big cow genes kick in. It scared me, buddy. That brush snagged that stick and I thought I was digging into your leg. So anyway, we went over a few days later, a couple of counties over. He was about 2 hours away. Went over and picked him up. I tell people now, you know, it's funny, I got Kylo because I was tired of Hamish getting in trouble. And, you know, I never imagined the Highland I wound up with would be 3 times as much trouble as Hamish ever was. You're something, aren't you? You're something. You're a good boy, Kylo. You're a good boy. What? Your belly? Oh, good Lord. All right, come here. Your foot's heavy. Ooh. Why can't you hold up your own foot? Good Lord. Are you pushing down? Oh, I bet you're pushing down, aren't you? Yes, you are. Quit it. Yeah, I felt your weight shift. Don't give me that. Oh, all right.